Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Anthony Gray. I'm about to do something pretty disturbing to most of you, but every once in a while I come across a painting that I just can't stand. This is one of them. So I'm gonna make a paint pour out of it. Okay. Alright, what I have in here is just watered down black paint. Okay, and I'm gonna cover it over all of that. My little garden tool, I'm going to use it to spread the paint around and the different colors around and all of that good stuff. But I'll make a dirty pour out of it. Just take this empty cup. I'll take my paints that are in here and see what happens. Okay, so basically I'll start off with, I highly doubt I'll use any black, but we'll see. But I'm just shaking up the paint here. I really should have my towel with me because this is going to get a little messy. So before I even get that started, let me just skedaddle over here for 1 second and get a towel. All right. So hopefully I don't trip over my wires and stuff trying to get this stuff, get this towel. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Making myself back around to the camera. I just got this on one side of my one side of my room over here. Alrighty then. So let's get to getting. And what I'm going to also do, I'm going to try to get some pretty impressive cells going. Okay, so I'm pouring this little sky blue stuff in here. There. Now this paint also has Floetrol in it, so. But this has dimethicone, and all you need is a couple drops in this, okay? Like so. All right, let's get a little purple going. Now each one of these paints have different properties, different weight to it, even though it's liquid. Okay, I'm just wiping my hands off. You can get a little messy-ish. Now with the little needle nose, I can stir it around. I can put it in there, or I can stir it around like this in circles or whatnot. So, like I say, each one of these have slightly different properties than the other. And be careful when mixing your colors, because you kind of don't want mud, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is running out of it's not running out of stuff, but it's got to be angled a certain way. That's for sure. Okay, let's break this up with a little bit of white. Okay. Oh, of course, my phone would ring right about now. I'm just going to have to hold on for a second. And we'll put some white right in the center. Get a nice little batch of it. I think my white is starting to clog up here. Yes, it is. Oh, of course it is. This is not good. Okay. Came out now, didn't it? But that's okay. It's all good in the hood. Even got some white poured in there. But that's all right. We will work with it. I'll be editing that out. Okay, now that we've got that established, That ought to be quite interesting. I am going to use a little bit of black. Try to kill up some of that bright color. All right. And I'll probably won't put as much in there, but just a little bit, just like that. Now, remember, I got dimethicone in it, so it's going to swell up. So I just gotta be mindful and put enough in there. Okay. We're gonna go back into the pink a little bit. Just shake it up really good. And I gotta make enough so that it covers everything. Just like that. I think that should be enough. That should cover everything. All right. This ought to be really interesting. Let's back all this up over here. I don't know if you can even see it. This is just all my paint stuff. And I'm gonna pop some more squirts of dimethicone in there. What this is actually L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil. That's all it is. All right. You don't need much. Trust me, I'm gonna just put this right here. Now, I can do a flip cup with this also, but I highly doubt it. Now comes the fun part, sweetheart. Put the towel over here. Take my garden tool off. Take this nice little cup here. I'm gonna pour it all over this stuff here. Hopefully it's pretty even, and it's not. You can see where it's traveling at here. Okay, so the surface is not really truly even, not fully even, but it's okay. Ought to make for an interesting pour. Now that I got it like that, I have to set the cup down quickly. Before it pours all over the place and on one side like it's doing now, I just got to make sure it reaches all over the place here, just like this. You just want it to nicely cover everything. See, I already know where it's going. It's all heading toward one area. I'm trying to get it all covered on the edges here. All the black covered here. Okay, as long as it mostly covers the edges, I don't care where else it goes. To be honest with you, it's gonna move around and do what it does, but pretty much like that. Okay, this is not necessarily the cleanest thing to do, but it is a lot of fun. All right, take all this paint. Now I know it's going down to this lower corner. All right, so we're gonna take this paint, go right to one side, just like this, just like that. All of it, all of it. Let it travel down, do whatever it want to do. Okay. Very interesting designs and such. Now, as it's doing this, okay, I can wave it to one side, wave it to the other side. Kind of don't like really matter. I can kind of sling it to the side over there, come over here, sling a little bit of it over there like that, come back with it. Make sure I don't spill it all over the place. Let it spider web out like so. Come back over here. Anywhere I want. Maybe I might want more of that black to seep around, so I'll just bring it toward this way. Maybe I want that creepy black to kind of slither its way around, much like this. Okay, get my towel because I just made a mess. We're not done yet, trust me. Okay, I shall take my little knife. I'll coax some of this color over around this way a little bit and toward the edges, or I can get some off here and just kind of pour it in here like that. Just get it over the edge a little like that. Not yet done, not yet done. Let's put this knife back over here. Now we're going to torch it up a little bit. But there should be some interesting things happening in here. It's still going to pour, it's still going to move unless I try to kind of inch some height over it and stop it from doing that. But I kind of like what it's doing, where it's going. I might want to put something a little higher on there, a popsicle stick or something. So I have to search around here. I think I got one, but it's too far away. But I'll put something under there to kind of stop that lean from going over there like that, if I can stop it in time. I'm searching. Oh, I gotta find something to kind of stop that flow. Oh, brother. I think a piece of tissue would do. I want to stop it from going over the side. And basically, I just gotta lift it up, place it right there, kind of even it out, so it can kind of halt doing that, and that'll stop it. He's halted a little bit. There. It stops the major flowing of it. Slow it down and try to keep it pretty much the way you see it right now. So I'll take a good picture of it. Get behind the camera here. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just zoom in. I know you guys can see my shadow a little bit here. I'll zoom it in like that. I'll come this way. You guys can check it out here. Right from the top. Come on down. Come downward. Far. Just like that. You guys can see what's going on with it here. Just like that. I'll pull back a little bit. This skull can be very interesting. I think that should be good enough. Bring it back around here. Sorry for the judderiness. I got the camera at a crazy angle. There, but it's far down. I can draw it back further, but I think we're good here. Okay, let me pull back out here. It doesn't take very long. This is one effective way to get rid of, there, one effective way to get rid of a painting you don't like. And by tomorrow afternoon, this should be fully dry, especially if I kind of keep the heater on. Now, I'll more than likely do something with this once it's all, fully dry. Okay. Now, part of the original picture is trying to snake out of there, but it's actually kind of a good thing because it's around the same color. Okay. But I kind of like what's happening with it, so it'll keep. And we do got little cells happening here and there. I'm just doing it again, just popping whatever little bubbles that might be in it. Okay. And it did flow on the other side, on the sides and all of that, so we should be all good, rearing and ready to go tomorrow. It won't look like this. It'll look something different. It'll start spreading out and drying, and some of the colors will come up more, some will dull. There goes some of the white that's underneath, all of the blue and the purples and pinks and whatnot. So everything's kind of meshing together. There's no heavy concentration, too much of gray. Okay, so it's a very unique color, very unique pour going down to the lower left hand side. All right, so tomorrow I will show you guys pretty much what it would look like, and we'll go on from there. Okay, peace. Hey there, hi there, how you doing? This is Anthony Gray once again with another attempted acrylic pour. This time, hopefully I'll do it the right way. All right, let me see if I can softly adjust this camera. All right, listen, I did most of the mixing, pre-mixing before the taping. Okay, so I don't have to bore you with that. But what I did, I took some craft paint, yellow, orange, and pink. It'd be kind of a feminine type of pour, hopefully. We'll see what happens. And then we got some black. Now, I poured, it's like half and half. This is Floetrol. I got a big gallon of it, but I put it in this one. Okay, and so what the Floetrol does, it loosens up the paint and whatnot, and gets it to flow really easy. You want the consistency of melted ice cream or something like that for your pours. Okay, this one has Rain X in it. We'll see what happens if it sell up or whatnot. What kind of effects that. You take every one and you stir it. Now, Floetrol is white. You put it in there, okay, it kind of, when it mixes clear, so your original paint color will come back. Even in this small cup of black, which I have some dimethicone in the black. All right. I sprayed the cups with WD-40. It just gets all the paint out of the cups. That's all. Okay. This is just craft paint and water for a base for my canvas. This time I'm going to use canvas. My last pour was horrible. Matter of fact, when it constricted, because I did it on a panel, it wasn't the best panel. And what it did is it pulled the canvas right off the cardboard. So that was a wash. I had to destroy the tape and whatnot, the recording. And plus I didn't turn the microphone on, so I would have had to do a voiceover anyway. So potential disaster avoided on that one anyway. All right, now that I've mentioned how I did this, I'm gonna swing the camera over here, and I was debating on what type of pour I should do. It can be probably a dirty pour, so I'll zoom back a little bit there. At least the whole thing's in there. It's at an angle, but I think everybody should be able to somewhat see that. I'll put it a little closer here. There we go. That should be fine. My microphone's long enough. I can just get the extra cup and do what I'm about to do here. I'll show you guys me pouring this in. All right, I'll just place this stuff right on the canvas itself. You guys should be able to see that, like I say, pretty well. I'm gonna place all the colors just right here. I got the canvas is suspended on some small plastic containers, little small things. There. I'll bring this guy over here with me too. I'll place him. This is what I'm going to do to pour. I'll just set him down right there. All right. So what I'm going to do is take the blank cup, okay, and I'm going to pour the colors in. I'll start off with black on the bottom. Now black is what I have the least of. Okay, like I said, I really wanted to do its little pour thing or its little cell thing if it can do it. Just gotta be careful. Obviously, choose the colors that you want to have happen. All right. The only thing I didn't do just now, I just realized it, is spray my cup with WD-40. Oops. I always tend to forget. A little bit of yellow. All the light colors I want to try to keep to their own selves. pretty much. A little more orange. Like so. I'm gonna put some more black around the edges. Just around the edges there. Just like that. Now, just be careful. Keep in mind that when black and yellow mixes together, it does turn green. Okay, I got chunks of yellow in here. It's old paint. I'm gonna have to pick that out when I do the pour. But you can see it's starting to sell up. Oh, you guys might not see it, but it's starting to sell up already inside the cup. So it ought to be a pretty interesting design. I'm just putting the orange. Look at that. Yeah, it's starting to sell up and act funny already, which is a good thing. A little more pink. A lot more pink. I'll just pour the pink in there. Just like that, right in the bottom there. Just get rid of the paint. Throw the cup in the trash. Don't need the cup anymore. Let's put some more black in there. Put the black right on top of the pink. Like that. Then I'll go back to the side. Just like that. I'll just get rid of the black. Nice thick ring of black there. Throw the cup in the garbage. In the garbage. Like I said, this might turn a little green because of the yellow and the black mixing. It's like that. Then I'll put some yellow right in the center. Put the rest of it in there. And this goes in the trash. All I got left is orange. What little bit of orange there is. And I put the orange in there. The orange sinks. Alright, every paint has its own weird consistency. Believe it or not. And that's it. Alright. It's definitely going to sell up. Now, usually I would wear some gloves. I'm going to, because it does get pretty messy. Alright. Now, if I zoom in a little bit, you'll kind of see what's going on with that cup. You see it in there? All it's doing. Okay. Where are my gloves? I'm definitely going to need them because this is going to get a little messy. Ah, there we are. So hold on one second. Let me slap the gloves on because Lord knows I'm going to need them. And what we're going to do is obviously we're going to put the base down. Looking for my little spatula thing too. I think I placed it back over here. I don't want to reach in front of the camera. Here you are. Come here, buddy. I didn't clean it off and it looks it. Hopefully we'll have a little more success. Yeah, this is pretty. Don't let them look. Don't let them rest the camera. Don't let them look like this. See, all it takes really is to wipe it off. I never wiped it off, but it just wipes off. It's stainless steel. It runs right off. Okay, good enough. All right, take the whole white base here. Okay. And we're gonna just pour it. Now, when you do with these, it would be best if the yeah, it's really watery, but it's all good. If your surface, get it as even as you can. You just try to. Okay. I'm trying to get plenty of it on here. I'll just set this down right here for right now. I got Mr. Spatula here. Get it as even as you can. Spread it out. You just want it, like I said, a nice even flow of the paint. I'm just getting it to pour over certain areas, all over. And you really want it like wet and have it flow and do whatever it's got to do. Just like that. This helps the paint move along. Okay, I don't think it needs any more help. I'll place the spatula right there. All right, you guys ready for this? This ought to be interesting. You can you can run it around, anything you really want, really. Okay, and here we go. Ready? And we're just gonna have it run around like this, stir around, come on around this way, just like that. I got plenty of this stuff, so what I'll do is I'll save it here. It'll probably be used for another pour. Okay, where's my tissue? Here's my rag. As you can see, all the interesting designs and stuff that's happening with it, and you see this going in this direction. All right, so what I'll do is I'll take it, let's place this somewhere. Still hit the floor. It's all leaking toward that direction. All right, it means I gotta kind of even it up, but you can take it, bring it back just like so, bring it around slowly, come back this way with it. I kind of like what it's doing over here on that edge, so I'll kind of bring it back around. I wanted to pour a little bit over the edge here. Some of the paint, as you can see, is thicker than others. Bring it back around. Let's come back this way. I kind of like the colors and what's being produced here. Like I say, it's kind of leaning toward the other way here. Now they got some on the back end. I got some designs flowing that way. Very unusual. Let's take Mr. Lighter as soon as I get the tissue up off the floor. It fell anyway. I tried not to make it fall. And I'm gonna see what kind of cells might pop up from here. I see if I had to put something under here to raise it up a little bit to prevent it from leaking, spilling on one side. Okay, let's light her up, see what happens there. As you can see, the little cells are starting to form. The bubbles are coming up. And that's basically what you want. I got to stop this from running. So I'm going to have to put a piece of paper or something there to hoist it up. I just want to pick it up and just place. I was going to alter it a little bit, but it's okay because I can just redo it. I just don't want it to move all over the place. There. Now it's coming back. All right. I can still alter this and play around with it even more. Just tilt it. Have it come back in. Then I'll just place it right back down again. One side is a little higher than the other. So I'll just adjust it a little bit. Like that, stops it. Okay. I wanted my little cells to come back, but me messing with this, it kind of broke them apart. So I'm going to have to light it again. Get the lighter. It's just a torch. Hey, look at that. See all that stuff happening in there? It's just making the bubbles come out. Just like that. Okay, I'm just swinging back around here. Little swirly things going around. Now this stuff is in constant motion. Okay. And yes, I'm causing little swirls, bringing some of that gray out. Just dragging some colors around. Just like so. Stir it around a little bit. Come here. Put one around in here. There. Also some little designs. And I shall keep it like that. I'll zoom in, and since I got plenty of that paint left, I'll probably more than likely do another one. I just have to cover it up because I have nowhere to really place this one for it to dry. It usually takes about a day for it to kind of dry. Okay. Try to keep it away from the edges, all that good stuff. I'm gonna have to refill this with some more gas. It'll move around, change, sell up, all sorts of stuff it'll do. Okay. All right, and basically it's just a waiting game. All right. I'll take a picture of this while it's wet, and then we'll see what happens to it when it's totally dry. Like I said, I don't think I need to really move this around anymore. I'll keep her like this. Some of the black and the yellow made the green that you see. Right? Still see shades of pink and some of the other colors going through the yellows and the oranges, obviously. A lot of the gray is coming from the black and the white mix. Okay. So it makes a very unusual looking design. As I'm just checking it out here and there. Yeah, not too bad. Definitely an unusual pattern. But it will expand and do all sorts of crazy stuff when it's all done. I can take the gloves off here because, like I said, I'm done with this one. I got plenty of this stuff in the mix in there, so I may probably do a bigger one. I don't know where to set this one right now that the animals, particularly the cat, won't get to it. So don't know how to set this right there. Okay, so let's zoom in a bit and show you exactly what's happening with this. I'll start over here. Can I get you to turn and lift up a little bit? There we go. And I'll zoom in so you guys can pretty much see what's happening with this. Okay. I'll try to bring it down as gently as I can here. Yeah, that was gentle, right? Right down here, all the way down to the edge there. I got this camera at a crazy angle. Let's see if I can bring it back up a little bit. Nah, not without making it really jerky. Just pull out. And then, there we go. There's no glare or anything. Just the patterns. Okay, let's pull out here. Pull right out. Get my hand out of the way like an idiot. Pull out some more. There. All right, well, that's what she's looking like as of right now. And I'll try to finagle a pretty decent picture with it. I might hit it with the torch one more time, but I don't think it needs it. As you see what the spirals are doing, it kind of encases some of these. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, enough looking at this. If I can place this somewhere safely, then I'll do another one. Because I have more than enough paint. So we'll see what happens. All I gotta do is place it somewhere. I really don't have nowhere to place this because, you know, it's gonna drip and everything. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see. I'll just cover that cup up with some plastic. It'll be good for tomorrow. because that'll be totally done and dry by tomorrow. Let me see something on this other side here. Yeah, see, that could have used a little help over here on that side. So let's give it a little. Oh no, it won't. The paint's too thick. Nah, never mind. I'll bring her back. Bring her back. Bring her back. Bring her back. Let's bring some of that up in there like that, and then let's bring some back like that. Okay. Now that I just did it, I gotta torch it again. Where's my rag? There he is. Actually, I can bring some of that over that top there. I'm just taking it, slide it a little bit up. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did that. I'll just bring it back. Actually, it's gonna reform anyway. I just wanted to bring some over the side. So don't worry about that. It's in constant motion. It will reform. Let's get the different torch here. Yeah, I gotta fill these back up. They're running out of. Yeah. It's just popping bubbles, especially where the paint's kind of loose at, which is around here in the center where the white is. A lot of thick paint over in the edges. That's why they're not moving anywhere. But like I said, this will continue to expand and move. Everything's kind of evened out, so she'll be all right. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I'm gonna let this do what it do, and I'll take a picture of this when it's. I'll take a picture of it wet, then I'll take a picture of it when it's fully dry. You see the differences. All right, guys. Hey, how's it going? Hopefully, I'm doing this correctly. I guess I'll find out now in the editing. But hello once again. How you doing? My name is Anthony Gray. I'm reaching over you here. Welcome to another episode of Gray Scale Painting. What I have, well, of course we're going to do another paint pour. What I got is the leftover from yesterday. I don't think you guys can, there you go, you see it, there it is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, first off, put on my gloves because we are going to get a little messy. That's for sure. Let me slap on the gloves now. I got the tissue or the towels handy. It would be another dirty pour. Same colors as yesterday, but it will more than likely have, well, at the time of recording yesterday, so it will have a different look to it. I'll show you a before and after, of course. Alright, so this is going to be relatively simple. Now, I do have dimethicone here in the white. Alright, so we're going to see if we can get something to kind of sell up on this here. Alright, now I'm doing this because I want to see exactly where this water is going to go. Okay, so if it spreads out pretty evenly, then we're good. If not, I'm going to have to prop something up on one side. But it looks like it's coming more toward this way. So let me place this cup somewhere safe here for 1 second. See if I can get something to kind of boost this one corner up a little bit. Usually a piece of scrap paper or something will help with that. But yeah, it's leaning toward the one side. I'm trying not to stain up my curtains. Okay, and I'll just take it and I'll evenly spread some of this out, like so. Now, of course, I'll be lifting this up and picking it up and just to get everything evened out. It's still slowly inching toward the other side, but that's okay. We can manipulate all of that when the time comes. Alright, I'm going to take the rest of the paint. I'm going to go right in the center. Right in the center. Just like this. And it'll pour, it'll do what it will. You can hear it pouring off, and that's fine. That's what it's supposed to do. Okay. It's pouring more on this side still. Now I'm going to take it and I'll just manipulate it, move it around and such, like that. Bring it downward toward the corner a little bit. Bring this around, spread it out. Now bring all of it down toward the other end so it won't be lonely, like that. Turn it around toward the side, spread it, keep spreading it. Down here a little bit. Then I'll kind of move some of this back. The paint's pretty thick in the center, which is cool. That's cool. But look at all the unusual stuff that's happening. I'll bring it down to the corner here. Spread it out a little bit. And then bring it on back. I kind of like where this is heading. Spread some of that orange out. Like that. Okay, let's see if I can get that level. Now, I like the way that looks. I just want to see if they keep it somewhat level. Let me dry off my hands real quick here. Might have to manipulate a little more maybe. I kind of like that orange staying right there. That looks pretty cool. Now what would it look like when it dries? Who knows? I'll take yonder heat gun here, a little blaster, and give it a little something. It's pretty thick here, but we'll see what can come up with. I'll come around the sides here with it. If there's anything to sell up or whatever that'll happen right now. It's kind of doing it by itself. Okay. But I kind of like the splotches and the marbling effect here. I can put something right here in the center. So if we keep it like this, it should be a-okay. Okay. I like that. Very unusual. Like I say, we're going to keep it right here. Everything's kind of level, so it's no dripping. All of that's over with. So it's seemingly doing whatever it's going to want to do. Now remember, gravity is still taking hold with this. So it's going to move and do whatever within the next 24 hours. Anyway, depending on how warm the room is. Okay. So, but I kind of like what's happening with it so far. Some of the other colors are underneath the red and whatnot. But not too many bubbles. As you can see, not too many bubbles happening. But I think everything's pretty much set here. Right? Nothing else happening here, so it's all good. This takes its own sweet time to kind of die out. I got the coloring all on the edge here, all around the edge, so all of that's kind of evened out. I'm just looking. So I got all the colors aptly on the around the corners here, so that's cool. This is a 10 by 20 canvas. I have to get them according to the size of the box. Okay. But like I say, I like what's happening here. So that's pretty good. And these are the same colors that were used for, maybe if I can swing this around, you can see the other fellow. Because he's about 90% dry out. Let's see if I can turn him around, turn it around. There it is, right there on the floor there. I'll zoom in as soon as I get out of the way. And you can see this one is pretty much probably dry. Okay, and it's you can see if I'm looking at it here, it's pretty different. It did not dry as it looked when it was wet, but I'll show you a side-by-side comparison of dry and wet. I'll do the same thing with this fellow over here too. Oh, right there, this guy. So while I'm this close, we'll just kind of see if I can just angle it there. You guys get a good look at it. Okay. It did produce cells and whatnot, but I stretched them out. And as I'm talking here, it's still moving around, pouring off the sides and everything, but I still got the marbling effect. Alright. There you go. Like I say, when they're done and completely dry, I'll start adding stuff to them. But who knows? It could be a floral, it could be an animal. Who knows what I'll do with them? But they'll be slightly unique, each one. When they're dry, I would usually spray varnish them, and then I'll paint on top of that. So we'll see what happens and what comes of it. But I'd like to thank you for checking it out. And if you're interested in doing stuff like this, I'm going to give you a couple links in the description to some people who really know how to do this stuff and do it expertly, and they got beginner tutorials and all of that. But I wanted to show you I do a few of these too. They're fun. It's very addictive. It's really great to do, to see what you come up with and all of that. And if you're a painter and you do this, you know, whatever kind of designs or whatever comes to your mind, you can just use this for interesting background or include your subject into the acrylic pour. You can do so many endless things with this style of painting. But alright, enough of that. I shall see you guys when I see you. Until next time, peace.